Hiya, folks. It's great to see ya.
Hi there.
Hey, old Kermit the Frog here.
Hello.
In just a few moments, we will begin our trip to the Disneyland Resort entrance plaza. Thank you.
Yeah. Happy Monday.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Mouse Vibes Mondays.
If you are new here, my name is Ashley. This is Nick. We are Mouse Vibes. Every Monday, almost every Monday, we cover pop culture, theme parks, travel. We laugh, we cry. It's a safe space for everybody, and we just have a good time to kick off the week.
So if you're new to Mouse Vibes Monday, welcome. Let's get into it.
Yes. So much has happened in the past 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, last week we were dying. I got so many DMs oh my God, we're missing you guys. What was last weekend, babe? It was a blur. We had
my goodness.
6 days back to back of events, and then I had work, and it was just, and I was I need to sleep in, and I need to relax, and I need to just not think about something. So sorry that we missed last week, but sometimes you just gotta listen to your body.
Yeah. The weekend before, we were coming off the stay at Buena Park thing.
Yes.
So we did that, and then on Wednesday night, we were so lucky to be able to go to the official press release for Super Nintendo. We were able to walk the red carpet, see some celebrities, get some food and drink, and then see that awesome nighttime spectacular in Hollywood. Seeing a fireworks show at Universal Studios Hollywood was incredible. That was so cool.
Yeah, I wasn't there, but I was there in spirit.
You are always representing Ash. We'll get into that in just a moment, but let's hit up the chat. It's been a couple weeks.
Do you have my mouse?
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
1 second. Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties.
Yo, mouse.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Let's hit this chat. Alyssa, hey, Nick and Ashley. Happy Mouse Vibes Mondays. We missed you last week, but hope you got some rest. Connor and I are watching together today and so excited for your life. Thank you. Yeah, we needed rest, dude. I was just so wiped. And, I'm not good at, multiple activities in one day. I'm not that type of gal. I'm not a spring chicken. And our visit Buena Park day was so fun, but it was back to back to back. We covered 70,000 things in the span of 2 days. I'm so pumped for you guys to see it, but that's why I was so wiped.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. Shout out to Alyssa and Connor for being here, though. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Great having you in the chat.
James Donovan, Happy Mouse Vibes Mondays, coming to you live from Bath Time with Maddie and Emmett. Maddie says hi to the Let It Go Crazy Lady.
Aw, Maddie, you're amazing.
Yeah, and Maddie, shout out to her. She had this, I don't know if it was a cape or a towel, but a Little Mermaid, cape situation. It was really cool.
Either or, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Dean and Gretchen, has been smashed.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys being here. That's so cool.
Lewis and Lewis Productions, what's up?
The Lewises!
Random Recess, welcome back, Nick and Ash. Glad to see y'all survive the crazy opening day at Super Nintendo World. It was so crowded, but also so incredible and worth every bit of waiting. Yeah, I'm so bummed that we didn't get to see you, but I'm so happy to hear that you guys loved your Universal VIP tour.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen our Universal VIP tour video, check it out. We're literally robbing Universal for this VIP tour. It is so good. The food is good. The bang for your buck is good. And I just love that you guys had a really great time.
And that's the first time you're able to do the VIP tour and you have Super Nintendo World. So I'm so stoked that you guys were able to do that. Bummed that we missed you, though, this weekend.
I know.
I was I was trying to find you guys. So it's cool.
Matt Noel, happy Monday. Ordinary Adventures live stream sent me here. Oh, how cool.
Oh, that's incredible. Thanks.
Hey, guys. Woohoo. You were busy last week. Are you getting a Star Wars night? I believe we are. I just have to call my dad because...
I think it happens tomorrow, right? The tickets go on sale tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
I think so.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. You might have to use the Force call right now. And
Shoot, I need to after this I need to text my dad and be like, do you want to go to Star Wars night?
Honestly, I don't know what we haven't even talked about this or the other after night event. What is it? Throwback night, which is a combination of 50s and 60s. I want to give a note in the most constructive way with these after hour night events. Just give us what we want. Give us 80s and 90s night. I don't want this throwback. I don't want Sweethearts night. I don't want another Villains night. We want a poppin' party. Just give it to us 90s night. Let's go.
I'm sorry, but the throwback night was so what even is that? It doesn't sound
it's very ambiguous.
It's very ambiguous. Just let us know what it is, but yeah, give us what we want. Give us early 2000s night or 80s or 70s or something. That's what people want. It's been successful in the past. No throwback night. Throwback night sounds like a high school in like the Midwest, and they had to come up with the last minute prom theme.
Yeah, and even just how they described it, it's like a combination of the 50s and the 60s. You're like, wow, just what I want.
West Coasters, yes. Yeah, with rest and relaxation for sure.
West Coasters, thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
So cool.
Sunny, Happy Mouses Mondays.
What's up, Sonny? I hope you had a nice President's Day weekend, man.
My girl! Okay, hold on. Thank you. And then, hold on. Can you see the back?
We can all read it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like size 300 font.
Hey, I love it.
That's so good.
Thank you for noticing.
Yeah.
Serenity Swanson. Hi, Mouse Vibes and crew. What's up?
What's up, Serenity Swanson? Thank you for being here.
Hi, Nick and Ashley. Hope you guys enjoyed your staycation. Can't wait to see the vlog.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
like, you know, when Nick and I do staycations, the staycations are always like right around Disneyland Resort. Like we'll stay at the Hojo, or like when we were filming for the Grand Californian. And when Buena Park reached out to us with all this cool stuff, like I had no idea that existed in Buena Park, and you'll see it in the video. Like I knew Knott's was there, and I knew like medieval times and stuff, but like I didn't know about the Cauldron Spirits and Brews Bar, or like a Broken Yoke Cafe, or the Source with the like we ate this crazy Korean hot dog, you guys. Like the videos are gonna be so fun. I can't wait for you to see, but there's so much to do in Buena Park.
Yes.
Like really and truly.
I'm just gonna be honest. It's February 20th, and there's been so much happening in theme parks with our traveling. I've never sat on this many videos. Like, I feel like usually I'm like, all right, how are we get a video out this week? And now I'm like, how are we gonna get all these?
Yeah, dude, you guys, we have our second Paris vlog coming this week, and we ate the best sandwich we've ever had, and we go to the catacombs, and we go to Jim Morrison's grave, and then we have an Amsterdam vlog still coming. We have 2 Buena Park videos coming. Like,
I'm gonna put this on wax and just say right now. Hold on, Nana's in the chat. What up, Nana?
What up, Nana?
Let me put something on wax real quick, and we just have to do it. I just love seeing Bobby C. We're going to try to get that Paris vlog out. It'll be 100% out on Wednesday, and then both our Buena Park videos will be also coming out this week. So if you like staycation stuff, if you want to see the Mouse Vibes do weird things, we have a lot of stuff coming for you this week.
Or if you want to see me have a bit too much pirate juice and talk like a pirate for the whole video. I don't know if you guys follow us on Instagram, but like I couldn't stop talking like a pirate for like 3 days, and I hated myself for it. Like even the next day I woke up and I was like, yar.
Yar.
Stop! Oh God, why am I like
That's so
this?
good. I love that. Betty Hughes is in the chat. What's up, Betty?
Yeah.
Hope you and Joe are doing great. Had a nice weekend. Miss you guys.
Yes. Got a super chat from Jaden
Yeah.
Sonic Channel.
Thanks, Jaden Sonic Channel.
Oh my God, did you give him new batteries? Or
I
is he
gave
just-
him new life.
You did?
I did.
Yes!
Gave surgery to a mushroom.
My son loved the Nintendo World opening video.
Aw.
He's super mad Mario fan. That's awesome. Yay, I'm so glad.
That is incredible. I'm so happy that you guys were able to enjoy that video. Like, we've been covering Super Nintendo World and the opening. Like, when it finally came time to opening, I was like, I am not going to line up at 6 in the morning to go to the land. I feel like I've been here. I've lived in Super Nintendo World the last couple weeks. And as soon as we got to the park, I realized I made a huge mistake. By doing that, we weren't able to get into the land till later, so we kind of had to pivot. So instead of seeing Mario, we saw Mario Lopez on the Studio Tram Tour. Instead of seeing Luigi, we got Luigi's Pizza in Springfield.
Yeah, our Super Nintendo World opening day video is a true example of having to like strategize on the fly. And I want to shout out to our dear friend Peter.
Yeah.
Nick and I, in full transparency, we both get frustrated easy, and we'll just like want to throw in the towel. And our amazing friend Peter was like, you guys, we can figure this out. Like, we can pivot and we will figure it out. And he kind of saved the video.
Yeah,
and it was a true account of what happens on opening day. It was a hot mess. It was exciting. The energy was great. The rest of the park was empty. We eventually got in there. Like, it was fun.
Yeah, not all heroes wear capes, but occasionally they wear neon green glasses. And that was just such a fun day. I had so much fun doing that. And I think that like between that and our Disney 100, it kind of shows like a more realistic view of like, that's kind of happened to more of the people than not.
Dude,
you know, showing
like,
up and your
yes.
plan doesn't work out.
Like, not everything, like, I know you know, it's all supposed to be like peaches and sunshine, but like not everything goes as planned. And like with us, a lot of the times it doesn't go as planned. And it's like sometimes we'll just be like, guys, you know what? Didn't go as planned, but here's the video. Like when we still haven't been on Making Minis. We still haven't seen Wondrous Journeys.
Yeah.
Let's light one up for that.
What?
I don't know. Like, yeah.
I don't know. I will say though, I feel like that's the hardest thing out in making content for myself is having to pivot your idea on the fly. You could have something like completely strategized, and then one thing can like kind of, you know, throw a wrench into your plans. You're like, how do I rebound? And I think that it's a good problem solving skills.
Yeah, but I love you, but that's something that like
I need to work on.
It's something you need to work on because Nick is like a planner, and then if one thing doesn't go as planned, it's like the whole world lit on fire and died. And
Well,
Mr. Drama, I love you so much.
That.
Let's just be honest, okay? Hi, Nick and Ashley. Happy Monday. It's nice when it's a holiday.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool Rakuten shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. Barcelona.
I use them. Ashley, how do you feel about Raquel dating Tom Schwartz? Oh my God, your VIP video rock. I think Raquel had to do what she had to do to stay on the show, but the dinner with Peter was awkward as all heck. Like, I don't want to see them date. And she's doing what she can to stay on the show, but it's like, dude, you were friends with Katie for years, and you're out of all the men in Los Angeles and in the world, you're going to date Tom freaking Schwartz, who's a buster. He's such a buster. I cannot stand him. I'm a Tom Sandoval stan. Tom Schwartz can kick rocks. And he always looks disheveled or like he never took a bath. That's so mean. I'm sorry.
That was just a quick moment.
If you don't watch Pump Rolls, I'm sorry. Kimberly99 always sent me over to check y'all out. Oh my God, thanks for being
incredible.
here.
That's so cool.
Hi friends, popping in to say hello and happy Mousewivez Mondays. My wife and I are currently in DCA turning up for Dirty 30. Yes.
I hope you guys are having the best time ever. I hope you guys get the margarita flight and you enjoy all of DCA. I'm so happy that you guys are here.
DCA is the best. I've celebrated many birthdays there. I hope you were having the best time. And thank you for checking in. Like, that is so
That's
kind.
so sweet. Thank you so much, Abby. I hope you guys are having the best time ever.
Yeah. Ryan, what up?
What up, Ryan?
Krista May, hi.
What's up, Krista?
Gina, happy Mousewivez Monday. Missed you guys last week.
Aw, we miss all of you guys.
Katrina Garcia, this is what I look forward to on Mondays. Glad to have you guys back. Oh my God, you guys are like so nice.
That's
Thank
the
you.
best. I feel the same way. I'm always looking forward to Monday nights.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to start the week.
Lynette, hey y'all, what's happening? Happy President's Day.
Hey,
Yes.
happy President's Day, yeah.
I always watch the replay, but this is my first time catching it live. That's awesome.
That's amazing. Stoked that you're here for it.
Yes, Darstar, one more Paris vlog. It's gonna be fun. It's so funny. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I am the TMI queen and I say things I shouldn't. But it's so funny. So like, I was like, we travel halfway across the world and we do this like really fun Paris video, and it's one of our most proud vlogs. And when you guys, it bombed.
Yeah.
But I'm so proud of it. Like, it hasn't even hit 1,000 plays yet, which is fine. But like, it'll be a slow grower, and I feel like people will find it. Yeah.
That's like the cool thing about it is like when you make stuff that you're proud on, I don't care about the views. Like, as long as I can go back and watch it in like a week and not be sick of my own voice, and we're doing good.
Yeah, that video was like one of my favorite. So many comments and DMs were like, Nick was so loving. Nick was all up in my Kool-Aid in Paris.
Yeah.
He was like, you're a beautiful girl. I was like, okay, babe.
City of Love. I totally get it. There's something just romantic about it.
You
It was
were
awesome.
all up on me, boo.
I know. It must be something in the water.
Yes. Corey, hey, y'all. Absolutely a fan of your pirate talk. Gosh, I think we need more. Yar.
She's the glitter pirate.
Yar. Peter's amazing. Peter
Yes.
is amazing, and he's just a nice guy, and I love that. Sometimes the worst experiences make the best videos.
Correct.
Absolutely.
And Jameson, first off, awesome seeing you in the chat, man. I hope you're doing really well. Like,
Haven't seen in a while.
Jameson's been like hanging out with us and part of our lives since the beginning, so it's always cool to see that. I like that you said sometimes the worst experiences make the best videos. I feel like it's so easy to go down when you're having a bad day to be like, this is terrible. I'm not going to do this. This is the worst place ever. Worst park, all these things. And like, I want to be able to find something awesome in that moment and be able to like share that because people have already invested their money to go. It's already too late at that point. So I'm like, let's show something that's positive and fun and how to pivot.
Is it time for a quick hot take about that?
Oh, we're way too early into this.
Okay. We'll wait for the
We'll
hot
save
take.
for the hot take. We got another Ashley hot take. People have been DMing us like, your last life was fire. Bring that back. So we're going to do that again tonight.
I know people love controversy. Justin Jordan, do you think it's possible they could build another ride in, I'm assuming, Super Nintendo World? I don't know. It's small and there's not a lot of space, but never say never. I would assume that...
Justin wouldn't say never.
I will never say never.
He would never.
Oh! I love that you just knew a JB song.
No, baby.
I think they can, and I think they'll figure it out, but I don't know where it can go. Like, Peter and I were just talking about this, because, like, Transformers, even though I don't like that ride, it's very, very popular and always has a wait, and it wouldn't make sense. Like, I don't know how they would, like, expand it to the Mummy and then just have random Transformers ride. Like, it wouldn't make a lot of sense, but I don't know.
I'm actually working on a video right now of how they could... expand Super Nintendo World, and I don't believe it will necessarily go in that land. I think the land as a whole will have to get much larger for them to put another ride in. I would look at Donkey Kong to be the first ride just because it is going into the park in Japan and rumored for the Epic Universe.
We need a turn-up ride down there. Like, we need more thrill at Universal Studios Hollywood. Like, we need thrill,
I will say Universal does a great job of listening because all the rumors I keep hearing are more thrill. So, a little bit of family that got built in for Super Nintendo World, but look for the turn-up to come back.
The Steffi Marie, I love that you don't glamorize opening day events. Yeah, like, we always have fun regardless. I feel like it's hard to not have fun when you're with people that you love to be around and you're at one of your favorite places. But, like, yeah, dude, like, and you guys, you all know me well enough. I don't have a game face. I'm like, you see it.
And if you're going into an opening day, an opening weekend rather, and thinking it's going to be this, like, easy breezy, experience, you're going to be able to do anything, you're wrong. You're there opening weekend or opening day for hype. Like, to be part of history, to be part of that moment, nothing runs smoothly.
Vanessa Chandler, I agree that Peter from OA is the greatest.
Yeah.
I even wrote a whole book about it. Yeah, he's just so sweet.
Hold on. You wrote a whole book about Peter? Where do I find this?
Yeah.
Is it on Amazon?
Did we buy it right now?
I want to read that.
Bringing up Bingham's. Hi, y'all.
What's up, guys? That's amazing.
The Paris vlog was great. I love the time-lapse stuff.
Aw,
thanks. It was so funny, like, doing the 360 camera because people were staring, but it wasn't, like, mad dogging. It was just like, why do you have that? Like, what is that thing?
I've gotten worse looks at Disneyland for filming than at the Louvre. They were actually kind of intrigued. They were more, like, curious.
Oh, my God. Our friends are so nice. OA Love, Peter and Kitcher sent their Patreon live stream. How cool.
Those guys are awesome. Good friends. They're so cool.
NF, I shared your Paris vlog with my friend who is taking her family to Paris this summer. I'll share part 2 when it comes out.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
Part 2, look for like more food in that, and just kind of like we hit the catacombs like Ashley was saying, and we saw Jim Morrison's grave. So
yeah, it's kind of like an eerie type of video, but it's really fun. But like the sandwich, like, everybody needs to book a flight to Paris and eat that sandwich. Like, my life has changed. I've dreamt about that sandwich since we've left.
And it was like the best happy accident. We went there for another restaurant. It was closed. We ate at the sandwich place that we had seen some gentleman eating. We're like, that looks great. We'll just get that. Once we got back and we took photos, our friends Carly were like, oh, did you eat at Miam Miam? Like, they knew what it was. It's like world famous.
Yeah.
And we just had a happy accident, so... Good stuff.
It was fire, bro. What up, Breezy? Yes,
Breezy.
Thanks for being here. We got a super chat from Rudio.
Rudio!
I'd like to shake the hand that shook Mario Lopez's hand.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Rudio. Stoked for this weekend. Magic happens, man. Let's go.
Matt Noel, your discount Nintendo opening day video is amazing. It also made me learn about the Universal Platinum Pass. Yeah, as I said in the video, Universal did not pay me to say this. The Platinum Pass pays, boo. Like, free parking, a free Halloween Horror Nights ticket once per year. express pass once per ride after 3 p.m., discounts on food and merchandise around the park, and you get access after 3 p.m. to Super Nintendo World. Like, and you barely have any blackout dates. Like, we have been Platinum Pass holders for a year now, and I love it so much better than the Gold Pass.
There's so many benefits to it, and we take full advantage of it since Universal's, in our backyard.
Our VIP tour guide told us that they're planning on a Zelda ride. It was rumor-ish, but he said that's what's going around. That would be awesome.
I've heard the expansion for the characters you're going to find within the Mario movie and then other Super Nintendo movies. Look for all of those main characters to come back, and at some point, I guarantee there's going to be a Super Smash movie where they're going to have everyone fight.
Where do some of the characters go on Avengers Campus? Like, where's Moon Knight and Big Hulk?
That's amazing.
I don't know. I haven't seen Moon Knight. Like, normally they stay out just for, like, the remainder of the show. And then once the show wraps up. And then Hulk, I'm sure you guys saw, they had a lot of technical difficulties with that Hulk costume. And it, in my opinion, it didn't look the strongest. It looked more like a balloon than it did, like, an animatronic Hulkbuster. You know what I mean?
I like just to imagine all of them are hanging out in the break rooms. They're just hanging out back there. Hulk's just hanging out backstage.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chilling.
I love that they have like these character moments that are only for like a week or two. Like, do you guys remember when Loki was coming out and they had a new wardrobe for Loki each week depending on what was going on?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought that was so cool.
Yeah. LG Albert, I don't know why, but Universal needs to cover the mechanics of the animatronics at Super Nintendo World. They had been covering up lines and stuff, and they still need to cover up more. I agree with this. It does look a bit undone, especially when you compare looking at the top level down at Super Nintendo World Japan, and all the coins and everything are covered with like that red rubber, and ours are just completely out. I agree with you on this, and I would hope that they do it, but I don't know if that was a feedback for the whole month of a soft opening and they haven't done it yet. Who knows, you know?
Correct. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. I mean, they're constantly adding to it. Just like when we were there this last week, there were different pieces that weren't even there on Wednesday when I went in the land. So they're still adding.
Theme parks and horror stuff. What's up, Mouse Vibes? We also have the Platinum Pass. It's the best. Yeah, it's like, it's so money. It's so money, you don't even know it. That wannabe Hulk looked like a wannabe Baymax. It was just awkward because the Hulk doesn't walk like that. You know, and it was just like weird. I don't know. It's like, I don't know how to make a better Hulk, so what do I know? But it's like, it just didn't look the best.
It looked terrible. I'm not trying to be that. They brought him out at D23 and it just didn't move well. He had some weird helmet on. It just, the whole thing looked really stiff.
He looked like he was like chafing at a theme park. You know how like in Orlando when I start chafing and I can't walk anymore? That's how the Hulk looked.
Chafing Hulk.
Shout out to my ladies with thick thighs. Stephanie Butler, I just wanted to say thank you for your content and videos. They brighten my day when I'm feeling down.
Stephanie, that was the sweetest.
That's so nice.
That's so
thank
cool.
You.
Thank you.
Yeah, that Hulk costume was awful. I expected Disney to do a better job. Yeah, it was, you know, I personally, when it comes to characters, I feel like Disney rarely misses. Did they miss on the Disney Wish with the face characters? Absolutely. And did they miss with the Hulk? Yes. But then you have Ernesto de la Cruz, or you have the Sanderson sister witches at Oogie Boogie Bash, and then I forgive them for it.
Yeah, but that's like something you have to pay to go see those characters. Like, both of those were like, you have to pay to go to Oogie Boogie Bash or go on a cruise to see the Sanderson sisters. Like, the Hulk had a 2-week window. I don't know. I just feel like, give it a little bit more time. No one was asking for it at that moment.
Yeah, it was so random. We're like, you get this random Hulk guy.
So you got the Hulk out there. You're promoting a new movie? Well, like, no.
Lynette, I love She-Hulk show on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I wish there was a walk-around She-Hulk character at Avengers Campus.
I like that. That's really funny. I like to imagine her not in Hulk form. Like, I want that character walking around.
My son wanted me to ask you both, do you think Universal will do a nighttime laser light show at Nintendo World?
Ooh.
You know, so Nintendo World is similar to Harry Potter, where the creators of Nintendo are very particular about what goes in the land, and that's why you can't, you know, there's no alcohol in it or certain things, but never say never. Like, who knows, like opening night, if you saw the opening night flames and fireworks and the lasers and everything, they can always bring a nighttime show, but I don't think it would come anytime soon.
Yeah, lasers seem more like up that alley. I don't know about a fireworks show though. It's like right by the airport. It's like, it's a really busy area. I don't think they can get clearance for that.
Forgot about the live Incredibles. Edna looked like Miss Fun. Yeah, it was pretty, it was jarring, to say the least. Only because, we'd seen the Incredibles with their amazing cartoony costumes here. It just looked very...
Especially, because the other ones were so good. Like, the werewolves guy looked incredible. Like, all the other costumes that they had coming out looked so good.
Yeah. Think that nation, yes.
There you go.
Rhonda, when are you going to do a Disney cruise vlog?
That's not anything that's on our, in our plans for 2023 yet.
Yeah, we've priced out the Disney Wish, and every time I go to check out, Nick and I don't want to pull the trigger on how expensive it is. I would rather go back to Europe or do something else. We're doing the Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas maiden voyage with our friend Kidder and Peter and Kitcher from Ordinary Adventures. And I think Random Recess is going to be there. A bunch of vloggers are going to be there. And we're very, very excited. We've never done a maiden voyage, and the ship looks amazing. Mm-hmm. But we don't have plans for a Disney cruise this year. Although Kitcher did ask us, she was like, let's do a 3-day Mexico cruise. So.
Done. That sounds awesome.
Booze cruise to Mexico.
I'm into that. It sounds like a good time.
Wish I can get that platinum pass, but the traffic to get to Universal Studios Hollywood from the Inland Empire is tough. I can only do a few trips through the year. Corey, I am from Rancho Cucamonga, 909 for life, and I feel you. That is a far drive. I commuted during my internship to Los Angeles from Rancho, and it was god awful. So I feel you. I get it.
By the way, we have 98 people in here. Everyone give this this is a huge like right now. Let's get to 100 likes right now.
Oh, we have 98 people.
Yeah, let's do it, guys.
At 98 degrees, I do cherish you. Okay. J.K. Rowling never wanted HP World a part of HHN, and that happened. Imagine if they had spooky Super Nintendo World. Dude, that would be so sick. Or even if they had spooky laser ghost show with the bombs and the ghosts and everything, projected, just something like that. That would be amazing. There's, so much room for things,
Luigi Haunted Mansion. That's what we need. Everyone wants that.
Oh.
Come on.
Mm-hmm. Do 2024. Yeah, we might.
We'll see.
We're going to see how Nick went on the Carnival cruise, and you guys saw that video. I would not go on
I
that
think
cruise,
the cruising is super fun. We'll see how after we get through Royal Caribbean, if that's, the direction we want to go. 2024, for us, I'm already manifesting right now. I want to be international. I want to get back to Japan in 2024 for Donkey Kong and Fantasy Springs. So that's where my mind is.
We're actually, we've said this so many times, but we want to do more trips with Elliot, and I don't know. I'm going to go off on a bit here. So there's this group, Chromeo, and they're one of the reasons Nick and I fell in love. And I don't know if you know who they are, but if you're into funk and disco and house music, check them out. They're really good. They just announced a show for one night only in the Bay, and we got tickets. So we're thinking for our trip with Elliot this year, we're going to take him on a road trip up to the Bay and get a dog-friendly Airbnb and kind of bring you guys along on that road trip, bring you to the show, and do some fun stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that sounds cool.
I'm excited to go back up. I love going up to San Francisco.
I love San Francisco. And Elliot's we're so blessed because he's so good in the car. He is a road doggy. He loves road trips.
Yeah, he just falls asleep immediately.
Yeah, so that's going to be, we're going to figure out some cool thing to do in the Bay Area for a video. So,
I love that.
Yeah. Bay Area, tell me when to go.
What's the one from Isaac? Let's read that.
I totally get the creator's control over the park. Walking around Hogsmeade with the tall boy Modelo is definitely a great time, but feels wrong. I agree.
You're a wizard, Isaac.
To be honest, I'm more down for some LA travel tips stuff to do with extra time in LA than a Disney than cruise content.
Cool. We can do that. That's actually stuff we're working on, so it's perfect.
Yeah. My husband and I just did an 11-day Mexico cruise on Princess, and it was amazing.
Oh.
I've heard Princess is a really, really good cruise line. 11 days is a long time.
Actually, you're just living. That is amazing.
Yeah.
I hope you had the best time. You had to if you're in Mexico for 11 days.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love Mexico. Luigi's Mansion for HHN. Yeah.
That would be so good.
Would love to see you back in Japan. Yeah, we definitely have plans to go back to Japan. I kind of want to go for a Christmas trip this year, but everything opens up in spring of 2024, so we're kind of debating.
I mean, we always get time for the holidays for Ashley's work in December, but I really want to see cherry blossom season. I want to be there and see that. Mm-hmm. I think that's a huge thing. So we'll see.
Like, I love Disneyland and I love theme park stuff, but my like, I enjoy vlogging the most when we're traveling. Because I love, it's different because, like, it's different experiencing something for the first time and having that kind of, like, innocence and, like, excitement on camera where you're like, I've never been here and I'm going to bring you guys along. And, like, I love those types of moments. So
I agree with that.
When's the Aulani vid coming? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I feel, I don't know.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
another one. I love going to Hawaii. I don't know if that's in our plans anytime soon. I would love to go, but there's just so much happening in the world and it's expensive. And, like, if I went to Hawaii, I'd like to go over to Maui as well and visit a couple other islands. And then that becomes like a whole thing. It would be kind of cool to stop in Hawaii before going all the way to Japan to break up that flight.
Yeah. I really want to go. I was telling Nick, I want to go to Atlantis and do the, like, slide with the sharks. I think that'd be really fun.
Sounds like a good time.
We're trying to, like, summer's catching up. It's, like, getting here very quickly, and we don't have a trip planned yet, aside from our Bay Area one, so we need to, like, get a move on it. So,
Like, how is it already the end of February? Like, I remember, like, talking, like, we have all this stuff coming at the beginning of the year. Like, all of it has happened. Magic happens is this week. Like, it's so crazy.
Dude.
Time is flying right now.
I know. Lewis and Lewis, yes, would love a San Fran video. Go to Swans and eat oysters for sure.
Sounds good.
Nick's Nana Banana lives in the Bay. We've done the road trip many times. We used to go to Outside Lands every year when we first started dating. There's so much to see and do, so we're definitely going to put together a Bay Area vlog for you guys, starring Elliot, because he'll be the star, but it's going to be fun. It's a trip I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah. And plus, it's like one of my favorite food cities. You can eat everywhere there. It's so good.
Yes. Heads up for Princess Cruises. We were, and you will be the youngest people on the cruise, about 20 years, but it was so much fun.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
I love that. Bay Area. Oh, your dad's in the chat. Yeah.
What's up, Pops? Thanks for being here. It's a nice jersey. I love that.
Dean and Gretchen, will you be in Magic Kingdom for Tron opening? No, we're not going to be out there for the Tron opening. We usually do one Orlando trip a year, and we're probably going to do it towards the end of the summer, maybe more into HHN time. We definitely want to ride Tron, but, like, I just don't feel the rush to, like, go out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like, even though I always preach, don't hate on anything until you experience it, but, like, people seem to, like, hate Tron, like as if Tron called everybody's baby ugly. That's like a personal attack on Tron. Like, that poor ride hasn't even been over. Like, literally, people are like, Tron's the worst ride in the world, and I hate it. I'm gonna die. And I'm like, it's a ride. Chill,
which is
bro.
like such a huge departure from, like, I can't wait for Tron. Like, the last 5 years, everyone was like, I cannot wait for that. How do we get Tron in Disneyland? And then now it's like, I hate it. The internet culture right now is like so love and hate. There's like no in between.
Yeah. But here's the thing with Tron. Here's what I'll say. The U.S. consumer and theme park goer, traveler, is not the same size as people in Shanghai. So for them to make an exact replica with the seats was a bit irresponsible on their end. And the ride's a bit shorter. And I think it was just like bad press because it took an eternity. Like, that ride took eons to get built, but I'm excited to ride it, but I'm not like in a rush to like go, you know?
I heard a crazy stat that it took less time to build all of Epcot than it did to build Tron at Magic Kingdom. It's a 5-year project. I think Epcot was 4.
Vanessa Chandler is actually a professional singer.
Yeah, she is. She is.
I like to sing. I do like sing talking, which is so annoying, but I've done it since I was a kid. I'll like sing my words. I'm not a singer, but I hope that was a compliment because I love singing. Yeah. If Elliot likes coastal walks, we have Rex that our dogs love in the Bay. Ooh, he loves that. Elliot. Here's the thing about Elliot. He likes walking, but when he's over it, and we have to carry it.
Oh my
And he's
gosh.
not a light dog. Like, he's a good 16 pounds and he gets really heavy.
He's long too. It's like not all in one area, so you have to brace his back.
In San Francisco, definitely explore Golden Gate Park with Elliot. I grew up right there, and there's so much to see in that giant park.
Let's go.
Yes.
I love Golden Gate Park.
I know with time is flying, less than a month we'll be living back in Florida. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
That's so cool.
Sing words. Ashley would kill it in opera. I love singing too. I say this story all the time. Like, I wanted to be like a theater, like, I wanted to be Sharpay Evans. That's like literally was my goal. Like, I wanted to like sing and dance, but that goal didn't turn out clearly. But
you can still do it.
I really appreciate The kind words about my singer. I'm just joking.
Yeah. You know what? I'm actually really inspired. I watched the Tina Turner doc on HBO. I had no idea she was like 50 when she had her huge comeback and was selling out everything. So
dude.
anything's possible.
By the way, check out the Tina Turner documentary on HBO Max. We watched it on Friday and it was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
If you're a great singer, you should showcase your skills on the channel for us.
Oh my gosh, yes!
Oh, I don't know about
Why?
Because I don't. Shut up.
I always had like the idea of like, I would love to do a Disneyland vlog, but if it was like a musical. Could you imagine that? That would be so great.
I literally like... I've looked into it. Like, there's two things that I want to do before I die. Okay. That's one, I want to be in a local production, but I don't know where to get started. I'm not trying to be a famous actress. I just want to have that experience. And two, I want to go to like a non-intense dance class and like shake my butt. But everything in LA, the dance classes are like, we're in competition to be the best. And it's like, I'm not trying to compete. I literally just want like no judgment zone for me to just like shake it. I don't want to perform in front of people. So if anybody knows if that exists, please tell me. So
yeah, and if you guys know of a good fight club, DM me as well. Oh, I love it.
Oh god.
Okay, guys, we hit up the chat. I do want to kind of talk about. Let's kind of just put a button on Super Nintendo, where we've been covering, you know, the land opening for the last couple of years with updates. We did the technical rehearsal. We did the ribbon cutting, opening day. All of it was fantastic, and I just want to say that like, having that rollout of Universal Studios and having a new land there is going to be huge, and I cannot wait for the future. Like, I cannot wait.
I'm excited, and the land is great, and I just want to like shout out Universal for putting this together and having such a successful opening, and I just think it's very exciting. And you know, we were all here to witness theme park history. Like 20 years from now, like we'll look on the channel and be like, wow, like we were there for that. It's just like, it's really, really exciting, and it was fun to be around people with smiles on their faces, experiencing something that they love, and it was a lot of nostalgia, especially for millennials who grew up playing Super Nintendo. So
100%. I've just like seen that back area be so many different things through my life. So to kind of have that IP, and it's like it's gonna raise the bar. It really is. You know, when the Wizarding World opened, everyone's like, "How is Disney gonna respond?" They did, you know, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and Avengers Campus, and this was Universal's next move, and they did a great job. Mm-hmm. Really good job.
Yeah.
All right, let's kind of pivot. We missed last week's live, and I want to talk about Avatar coming to Disneyland. I want to talk about all the new movies that they introduced, or sequel movies that they said that they are going to be doing, and just kind of hear what you guys have to think about that. And let's start with Avatar. All right, Avatar, big news. Bob Iger last week mentioned that they're trying to figure out a way to bring Avatar or an Avatar experience to the Disneyland Resort. I've been hearing a lot of people speculate on possibly where it could be, whether it's in Tomorrowland, over in downtown Disney, or possibly Disney's California Adventure. We're going to kind of talk about where we think would be the best place for it and what kind of expectations you should actually set for yourself.
I sent out this tweet and it kind of blew up. I was like, everyone calm their pants down, everyone chill. I don't think we're getting a ride or anything. It's going to be an experience. My bet would be on Launch Bay. I think that's the perfect place to have this. Tomorrowland, let's be real, Tomorrowland isn't cohesive at all. So it would make sense, because it doesn't make sense to have Avatar, if you're following with me. Like, it would be so random. Finding Nemo sounds isn't futuristic. Autopia isn't futuristic. Nothing makes sense. I think Launching Bay, or it's Launch Bay, right? Yeah, Launch Bay would be great for an Avatar experience. It's 2 stories in there. There's little pockets of room. I think it would be really cool. And I look at it more as like a walkthrough type of experience with sights and sounds, black light effects, and maybe a couple brand new animatronics.
I don't want to sound negative at all. I just want to throw this out there. Like, anything less than an attraction or a show for this, I feel is like gonna feel underwhelming. For being one of like the largest IPs, I mean, the Avatar 1 movie was like the most highest grossing movie of all time. The second one, I believe, is the 4th at this point. How do you not kind of like put this out on the radar that, hey, this movie's going to be coming out and let's give them something huge? It would be a shame if it went into Tomorrowland and it went into that little theater or Launch Bay. I don't know how crowd control is going to work for such a large property, and then you just throw them in Tomorrowland. I just don't know.
I'm trying to think, like, what... Kind of like, you know, when you walk by the Tree of Life at Animal Kingdom or walk through experiences, Disney does a really, really good job at that. And I I have all the confidence in the world that this is such a delicate IP, and seeing what they've done at Pandora, I think they can make a mini walkthrough very, very cool. I think I'm not an Avatar person. I think it's inside of Launch Bay, or it takes over the ESPN zone in downtown Disney.
Okay, that's like the most underwhelming. Like, I don't want my Avatar experience to have a brick building with like a baseball diamond on top of the roof. Like, I think it's a great fix, but like, how do you not forecast knowing that this movie's going to make $1 billion?
Yeah.
It just seems like with this type of news coming in here, it seems like a cash flow thing of like, how do we get this in the park to get merchandise in here where it fits and makes sense? I'm not opposed to any of that. I'm going to throw a curveball out there, and this might not make sense on a logistical standpoint with theming for the hotel and everything, but I would love for it to go into Disney's California Adventure and go to where the Redwood Creek Challenge is. I think like it would have nothing to do with the hotel right next door to it, but I have to like, it's like nature and tall trees and it's kind of hidden, and I feel like that could work. I don't know though.
Dude, well, sorry to say dude, but like, and also think about like when we walk through it, Villains Grove for Oogie Boogie Bash, how cool and how much they're capable of doing at night in that, and think about like Navi River Journey, but in Redwood Creek, and you look up, like that's really cool.
That's where I would like to see it. Let's hear what you guys have to say. Let's hit the chat while everyone's kind of going into this. Go up more.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. There you go.
Rides and Land was more fun to me than the movies were. Looking forward to what they will do.
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear what you guys think would fit in, because we have no room.
No room.
Carlos, we don't have room, and that's why I pitched Launch Bay, because like we can move those meet and greets elsewhere. That Launch Bay is a hefty piece of land. Like you can fit a lot in there. Fit a whole shopping thing, meet and greets, everything.
I think it's too small for it personally. I mean, when Kylo Ren had a line of like 25 minutes and Chewie was in there, it felt, not Kylo Ren, Darth Vader. It felt too much. And like, where do you keep the the queue for it? Like, if it's this big, is it just run through Tomorrowland to get into Launch Bay then? Because it's already like a hazard with the People Mover of America, like right down the way. I don't think the theater are going to be able to hold that type of attention. I don't.
What if the Avatar thing is like some downtown Disney VR thing? This was also something I was worried about, Jameson, that like we all might be like way too excited about this, and that it might just be that, and it's like a $15 to $25. Are you getting the ears, Nick? It's like a $15 to $25 experience that you pay for with VR type of thing. So,
boom, Sonny, great idea.
God,
you got the best ideas in the world. All right, now we can talk about this.
Could it go where Muppet Vision 3D was?
Ooh.
Where, what is in that?
Philhar Magic?
Oh my God.
What? I'm listening, guys.
I hate those ears.
They're the best.
Carlos. Oh yeah, Launch Bay would be cool. They can maybe do a VR simulation thing.
See, that's the other thing. Is like, it's so hard to like get in the world of Avatar, and they did such a great job at Animal Kingdom. It's so perfect that I don't know. It's gonna be tough to compare of. You know what I mean? You're gonna look at like the creme de la creme and be like, "Here's your walkthrough."
Yeah,
like,
no,
what?
for sure. It's like you have like Joe Rohde's vision with James Cameron at Pandora at Animal Kingdom, and it's so perfectly done that freaks me out. I agree with that. Launch Bay would be cool if they had a VR experience. Okay, so all of you guys are thinking it's going to be a VR experience.
I feel like it has to be with the graphics and all that stuff, right? For Avatar? Mm-hmm. It would have to be.
Hollywoodland stage buildings and areas seem to have space, yeah.
There you go. I like that.
Launch Bay does make sense if they capitalize on it. They can turn Tomorrowland into the dying Earth scene we never saw in the first movie.
That's good.
Avatar experience, just a big splashback. I know, that's what I'm like, everyone simmer down. Like, I don't think it's going to be this, like, crazy thing. It's going to be cool, but yeah.
That's a splash pad is so good.
Avatar the musical replaces where Frozen was, uses the flying carpet as a banshee, projection mapping, and LED wall makes it feel like you're there.
When Kidder comes into the chat, he comes in hot.
Ha! Kidder with the fire!
I like that. I like that a lot.
Weren't they going to use Launch Bay for the DVC members?
That's what I thought as well.
Oh.
I think that was kind of like a placeholder. I don't know if that's like a permanent type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Star Tours and replace it with Avatar, the Star Speeders become ships arriving on Pandora and chaos ensues. Can I say something?
That would be crazy.
Nick and I still haven't seen the new Avatar movie.
No.
Because we were going to go, well, I wasn't going to go because I don't want to see it, but Nick was going to go the day before, or 2 days before we left on our trip, and we thought it was irresponsible to go in a crowded movie theater, before we left on our trip, so we still haven't seen it.
So I'm like, we are the 2 people in the world who haven't seen it yet, so.
I don't think I'll ever see it, but I know you need to see it. So. Cool.
Yeah, I don't really know. It's going to be interesting to see all of it kind of pan out, and it would be crazy if Avatar had a permanent home at Disneyland. Like, they would have all the best IPs in that one park. Like, Galaxy's Edge, they have Indiana Jones. They have just so much packed in there. That would be crazy. That would be really cool, though. All right, next one I want to talk about. They announced that Frozen 3 is coming. I think Ashley was probably the most stoked for this movie. Frozen 3 is on the way, guys.
Oh my gosh! I'm so excited! Listen, I know a lot of people are like, me, Frozen 2 wasn't good. Those people are wrong. Frozen 2 was a bop. The music was a bop. The story was a bop. All of it was a bop. It was amazing. Frozen 3 is going to be amazing. The fact that we're going to get more bangers from Idina Menzel. Oh, God! Ah, I cannot wait. I can't wait to see Elsa's new outfits. All of this. Like, this was my favorite announcement, and it makes sense. Frozen is one of the biggest IPs in the world. Let it go, top the charts for years. You know what I mean? It's like, yes!
The only thing I was surprised about this announcement is it didn't come sooner. I totally thought this was. In reasonings, we have 2 Frozen themed lands coming to theme parks. One at Disneyland Paris, and the other one's at Hong Kong. Looks great. Both of them look great. These lands are going to be next level. There was rumors even Disneyland potentially getting some type of Frozen experience with the Disneyland Forward initially. So I totally understand this. I feel like with 2 new lands, they're going to have to sell some stuff. What better way than get another movie out there?
Absolutely. And Disney knows what they're doing with Frozen. I have all the faith in the world that it's going to be amazing. And I'm just so excited. Like, Frozen is one of my favorite IPs that, out of any production movie company has ever done. The music means a lot to me. The story means a lot to me. It's just, I'm so pumped.
There's actually a documentary on Disney Plus about the making of it. Go watch that. It's a crazy process. It wasn't as seamless as you might think it was. There was a lot of like ups and downs and back and forth. And one project did really, really well, so Frozen was able to walk. So it's really interesting. And I just want to throw out a little bit of stats as well, because I know a lot of people are like, Frozen won! Oh, here, let's see it. Here we go, from Dean. Perfect.
Frozen was better than the first, but the songs from the first movie were... See, one of my favorite Frozen songs are, it's from the second movie, Some Things Never Change. That's that is the best one. I mean, obviously Let It Go is the number one, but yeah, I think both of them are memorable.
Yeah, and then here. Oh yeah, Frozen 3.
Yes, Olaf.
So I want to kind of talk on this about how much money it made. So Frozen 1 made $1.6 billion. It was the 3rd highest grossing animated film. And the second one made it even more money. So usually how things trend up within this world, look for number 3 to be even bigger.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm really interested to see what they're going to do in the story. And last I'll say about Frozen, sorry, I'm a Frozen fan for life. I think Frozen is so important as well because it's about 2 women and there's no male that needs to help them that's involved in these movies. It's, I might be reading too much into it, but it's like, if I had a daughter, I would love her to watch Frozen because it's not some helpless young girl. No offense to The Little Mermaid Ariel, because I grew up with that, but it's like, these are 2 women getting with the cards they were dealt and just thriving, you know what I mean? And it's they're dominant, and I just I love that about the story. And I love that they're 2 exact opposite people, so when you have friends who watch this, they're like, I'm Anna and I'm Elsa. It's almost like the Ninja Turtles effect. You know what I mean? I think it's really cool. Yeah, I just like this new I like movies that go against the grain, same with Encanto. There was no bro that was trying to help Mirabel. It was her on her journey with her family, and I like that. And I love old school Sleeping Beauty and stuff like that. I love fairy tales, but I like this as well. Yeah, I like this one from Random Recess. Frozen 2 is elite. The next right thing and show yourself are better than all of Frozen 1. I said what I said. Do the next right thing. Oh God, it's so good. Should we watch Frozen this weekend?
Guys, we're gonna end the live right now and go watch Frozen.
Yes.
Psych. I want a Frozen ride at Disneyland. Me too.
NF, I've said this for years. Why don't we have any Frozen at Disneyland? We don't have anything here. Am I wrong? Do we have anything? They come out on the little cavalcade.
Excuse me.
We don't.
Magic happens. We're gonna see it happen again.
But Disneyland is the OG park.
Yeah.
And the most visited one.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have the biggest IP and princess whatever in it. Like, that's just weird to me. Like, I get the floats or whatever, but like, we need Frozen. We need a Frozen ride here. We need something more.
I agree with that. I feel like there were so many rumors for years about like where it could fit potentially at Disneyland. I know the Matterhorn was thrown out there. Possible Fantasyland expansion by Small World was thrown out there. All of those things would be great.
You're totally right. Frozen is so empowering. Yeah, it's awesome, and it's like sisterhood. You know what I mean? It's like, it's awesome.
Hold on, I love this one from. I want to. Do we hit all these? Maddie, please. Frozen over Encanto. Pretty good. I like that. Early predictions: Frozen 3 makes over $2 billion at the box office.
Yeah.
It's gonna be huge. I feel like in China, especially, it's gonna blow up with the new park going over there as well. Here, where is it? I saw this one. It's from Sunny.
Frozen is cool, but I would love... Oh,
I would
Sunny!
love another Ratatouille movie. All right, here's my pitch for Ratatouille 2. Remy makes it out of the pandemic and his restaurant is thriving. He's one of the one restaurant that didn't close, and he was able to feed all the rats.
I hate
Ratatouille
it. I'm
2.
sorry.
Back in business, baby.
I never want to eat at a rat restaurant. Rats are gross. We didn't need the first Ratatouille. We don't need another one.
Calm your... Ratatouille, great. Did it win an Oscar that year? Yeah, it did. It's really good. I like this one from Dean and Gretchen.
Toy Story 5, Disney Pixar cash cow. You guys, Nick kind of explained, when we were prepping for the live, Nick explained to me why they're doing Toy Story 5, because it's one of the most, profitable IPs and stories that Disney has. But we didn't need Toy Story 4. I don't want these toys tarnished with like they're broken up and all this stuff. It's just so sad. Like, they should have stopped after 3. The 3 was perfect. 3 was a nice ribbon on the entire series. I will say this. After Lightyear that came out last year, I feel like there's a point right now to kind of like fix the branding of this. Like, I feel like Toy Story 5 was probably on the books and they're like, nah, let's give them an original story with Lightyear. And I find like all of these movies, kind of what you just hit on, Dean, Toy Story 5, Frozen 3 being introduced. All of these are huge, huge cash cows. It seems like it's an easy money grab to be able to get like a return of investment like immediately. Toy Story 5, it makes sense on another level too. Like, these are in all the parks. It's in Florida. We have a section of it here in California, and it's all around all the Asian parks as well. Like, I feel like it makes sense. And Disney was on this huge thing. I believe it was Pete Docter who said like 6 years ago, we're committed to making original stories. And we're going to put out original stories, no sequels. And I just want to look at kind of like how all that turned out within Pixar. Soul, Onward, Turning Red, Luca, all of those movies were original stories that either never saw the light of day in theaters or saw it for a week and immediately got pushed onto the app. And I think that they're like, all right, we need to make some money with these next movies. Let's just give them what they want. And I really believe that. Ratatouille 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
Fredo gets me. Ratatouille was fire, but we don't need a sequel. We didn't need the first one, but I love you so much. The Ratatouille sequel was Everything and Everywhere All at Once. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was on TikTok, right? Mm-hmm. That was awesome. That was so cool.
Ratatouille is top 3 Pixar movie. I said what I said.
I agree with that. I really love it.
Joni, what's up, Joni? Agree, stop with number 3. Yeah, I'm just wondering where they're going to take the story, and I just personally feel a bit Toy Story'd out. It's like we're getting the Pixar hotel here. We got, the new land in Walt Disney World. Not new, but it's newer. And then in Japan, there's Toy Story. It's just a lot, but I see Disney smart. They're doing it for a reason. It's because it's successful, but it's like, we have Pixar Pier, which was like, it's cool, but like they could have done more with it. I don't know.
Even in Paris, so when we went over to the Walt Disney Studios, they have Toy Story represented, but it's not on the scale of like here in the United States.
Yeah.
But people loved it. People were still wearing Toy Story everything.
Yuri, love your shirts. Thanks, Yuri.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Disney's trying to clean up this last phase of storytelling.
That makes sense.
We don't need another Toy Story movie. 4 is enough. Yes, and 4 was cool, but it's like it just like wrecked me at the end. It's like I don't want to live in a world where like Woody's not with the gang. Like, why did you have to break them apart?
They've added way too many characters. It's become like a Fast and the Furious thing where like you're only spending like 5 minutes at a time with these characters. They're like cutting back and forth. Like, I don't want to see Buzz hang out with all the other toys. I want to see him with Woody.
No,
Let's go.
It should have been like Andy has a kid. And then Andy saves his doll for his kid. Like, I'm not a parent, but like I would imagine
Andy gave them all away.
I know, but like I would imagine as a parent, if like I'm gonna be embarrassing. I sleep with this thing called a nine-eye, and I've slept with it since I was a kid. Don't laugh. It's like a little like sheet thing.
It's her baby blanket.
It's a baby blanket. It used to be a blanket. Now it looks like a raggedy towel. But if I ever have a kid, I would give that because it's a keepsake. Just like. What else? What my Justin Timberlake doll. If I ever had a child, that's like, you know what I mean? Like, why would, if these toys meant so much to Andy, then he goes and gives it to that little Bonnie girl. It's like, you're not going to save any of it for your like future.
Now, I actually respect Andy. He was playing it forward to the future. He was good.
If Woody meant that much to you, you're going to give him to some little girl.
Andy was going to college, all right? He's worried about other things.
No. You save that stuff. Sorry, guys. I want a Woody origin story where Tom Hanks is replaced by Timothée Chalamet. That would be crazy. Ryan Berger. I always wish Disneyland had an Aladdin ride or Lion King ride. Such classic goodies. Ryan, I agree. I would love more classic IPs integrated within the park. Or a dark Aladdin ride would be amazing. Amazing.
I agree with that.
Please let Forky was so annoying. I hated Forky.
He grew on me. I like him. He's trash.
He was so annoying. I hated it.
What?
It was like hard for me to like. I was like, this is so annoying.
He's a pretty woke character.
Laura, you get it. Peter. Pizza! My issue with these announcements is they are money driven and not creative driven. I'm fine with all these sequels if they're being made because they had a great idea, not trying to recover from Disney Plus loss. 100.
Yeah, and the other thing too, like you're so on point with it, and the other thing that kind of feels like a money grab in this whole thing is like we went to D23, none of this was touched on, none of it. Like Avatar, like none of that was thrown in there. These sequels, like how don't you kind of throw up a bone for that? It's all the stuff that just seems like ideas are just coming out of like left field right now. Even the thing that we're going to talk about today was San Fransokyo, like very much the same thing. You're just like, whoa. Like, I know they announce it, but it just seems really out of left field.
No, I 100% agree. Toy Story 5 coming out sounds like we'll get some new characters added to Toy Story Mania ride, and that's how we'll get more of an investment.
I hope that's the truth. I hope it's not like, oh yeah, we added the one T-Rex, so that's the inclusion of Toy Story 3. Like, do more.
Ratatouille is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time.
Woo! Still
haven't eaten the actual dish, though.
You know what, you've gone this far in your life, you should never eat Ratatouille. You should just only like the movie.
By the way, you guys, we have 125 people watching, which is so crazy.
What?
If you haven't given this video a thumbs up, please do so. But if not, no worries.
Let's get to 100 likes right now, guys. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's always like fun when we can get to 100. Dean and Gretchen, thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Take care, Dean and Gretchen. Get some rest, guys. See you later.
You know who needs more love? Shrek at Universal. One of the most iconic films of all time. They have a whole land at Universal Singapore, and yet they destroyed the only Shrek ride at Universal Hollywood.
That is true.
Yeah.
Donkey gets no love.
Yeah.
You know what, though? There's like a little resurgence with like Puss in Boots, so maybe like a Shrek movie wouldn't be out of the... I think Mike Myers had an interview like this last year, and they asked him, he seemed pretty open to doing it.
Yeah, I mean, people love Shrek.
Donkey.
Like, I love Shrek. I'm not like... I love the movies, but I wouldn't like buy the merch. I'm not like obsessed with it because I think Shrek's ugly, but I love the movies.
Yeah.
Sweet. Do you think that we'll have a Coco sequel?
I hope not.
I hope not, too. I think Coco's perfect. I don't think we need a sequel.
And if it is, like, make it just about, like, the land of the dead. Not, like, Miguel or anything.
Yeah. Agreed.
I don't know. All right, keep going. We're crushing right here.
LMAO, Disney is ditching original ideas after Strange World flopped. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but
yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of things moving, and these are big announcements, especially for like Bob Iger to be the person like, all right, well, this is under my umbrella. We're gonna do it right again and fix this. Because I will say, like, I don't think anyone thought Lightyear was gonna fail. I don't think that. I thought it was gonna be like an automatic win. You don't think so?
I just want to say something. I don't want to
say it. We're doing it live. Come on.
Here's the thing with Lightyear and Strange World. And we love and accept everybody. So if you're not that type of person, don't be here on Mouse Vibes. They didn't market it well enough, and people were so negative because people are so close-minded about LGBTQ plus characters being represented in movies that it was failed from the beginning. And that bothered me. It didn't get its fair shot. They didn't put enough marketing money into it. People were more worried about there was a lesbian mom or whatever in it than it was just like, it's so silly. It's 2023, accept everybody, market the movies. It's fine to have these characters. Like, this is the real world that we're living in. And it like bothered me. You know what I mean? It's like that, instead of like, oh my God, this is a great movie, people are so like, oh, woke Disney and all that stuff. And it was just like, it's silly because these are good movies, but they were destined to doom because Disney was scared and didn't want to put all their marketing money into it.
Wow.
Sorry, I just...
Mouthful.
Sorry. I love you. Sorry.
Love that. Continue on with another announcement for movies that we're going to be releasing. Let's talk about Zootopia. So Zootopia was announced, Zootopia 2, the sequel, and that makes sense. You know, Shanghai Disney Resort is actually adding a Zootopia area in right now, and it looks incredible. Animatronics, really well-themed land. Shanghai already seems like one of those parks that's just shooting for the future with Tron and their pirates. So seeing this level of like dark ride immersion, I cannot wait. It's going to be so cool.
I'm so excited. I really, really love Zootopia, the movie, and I'm very like interested to see how this is going to play out. I really, really want to go to Shanghai, and there wasn't really, because it's such a small park, there wasn't a big incentive for me to go because it's similar to here besides like Pirates and Tron. But this makes me want to go. You know what?
I'm going to take a quick pause on this. I kind of just rifled through what you just said, and people are just... I love this. Hold on. Say it, Ashley. Hot take. Just ask Danny.
Sorry, I know sometimes I'm annoying with my hot takes, but it's like I have to say it.
Yeah. Strange World and Lightyear are both okay in my opinion. I actually liked them both. Like, Lightyear was cool. Felt like it was really adult-oriented. It wasn't kid-focused. Like, there was a part in that movie, like, if I was a child and... Like where Buzz, spoiler, when Buzz comes back and his friend progressively gets older and older until she's no longer there, like, that's deep. That's a lot for a kid to take in. It was pretty heavy.
I liked both of the movies. I thought they were fun. And I also think, Nick and I were talking about this, I think people are scared of, like, new stuff. And it, you know, like, they don't want to give new stuff a chance. Hence why we're having a Toy Story 5 instead of Disney putting more money into better and original stories or new IPs.
I mean, they did do that, though. Like, they made a huge 5-year plan of doing those, and it is just bad timing and weird consequence with, obviously, the theater industry changing drastically and everything getting pushed to Disney+. Like, building a catalog was more important than actually making money on the movies.
Vanessa, I have no interest in seeing Strange World. I think I'm just getting all... And that's okay. Like, not, you know, not everybody has interest in it, 100%. For sure.
And there's so many things that they're putting out, like, not everyone's going to hit for everyone. And if it did, then that's kind of crazy as well. They put out so much content. Some of it is just not going to speak to everyone.
Thick in theme parks. Totally feel you, Ash. Disney didn't put their backbone behind these movies because they were scared of the backlash. Thank you for speaking up. Yeah, and it's also part of the reason, like, you guys remember when Encanto came out, there was barely any marketing, and Disney was like, man, we're going to put out this movie, no one's going to care, because it's a different type of story, and it's celebrating a different type of culture. And then once people really reacted to it, then Disney was like, oh, well, maybe we'll put it in theaters, and maybe we'll care about it. And it's like, bro, just care about it from the beginning.
Do you understand how nervous they must have been? This is a film and a score driven by Lin-Manuel Miranda, like the #1 composer in the world. Yeah. Like, do you know how much they were like... If that was, like, how crazy is that?
Yeah. Huh?
I don't
know. Strange World was so good. It was so good. HG Katniss, being a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, I'm happy and excited these characters are being represented in Disney movies because I never got it when I was growing up. Absolutely.
That's so cool.
It's another reason why seeing red is so important. Turning red. Yeah, turning red is so important. And, like, people freaked out about, like, I don't want my daughter to know she might get a period. It's like, well, she's going to get a period. Get over it. Like, Chill, bro.
And maybe learning from like, an animated movie would help her feel like it's not so crazy or not so foreign.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Representation matters. Sorry.
Totally,
I'm not trying to be preachy, girl, but been to Shanghai. It's amazing. I want to go on Pirates so bad.
Oh, Joni, you're the best. That's so cool.
I think some people had a problem that Tim Allen was not the voice of Buzz Lightyear for the movie. That makes sense, for sure.
100%. But even Captain America couldn't save that movie, guys.
Yeah.
Even Cap.
We have 10 Fast and Furious movies, so TS3. Oh, sorry. Frozen 3. Give the people what they want. Yeah. Toy Story 5. Sorry, I can't read. Hi. Larry Live. Hi, Larry Live.
What's up, Larry Live?
Disney does not have the capacity to take risks at this time. Stay safe and go back to the moneymakers. It makes sense from a business standpoint, but to Peter's point in the chat, I want it to be thoughtful, creative stories and not like, well, people like Woody, so we can make him do whatever dumb thing and it's going to work. Like, I don't want to feel like Disney thinks that I'm an idiot that'll just watch anything. Mm-hmm. You know?
I mean, that's just crazy. I think Lightyear was the first Toy Story. Would you consider it part of the series?
No.
No?
No.
I was going to say, it's the first one that wasn't nominated for anything. Like, all the other Toy Stories have been nominated and won. It wasn't even mentioned. I don't think any of the Disney movies were mentioned from last year.
Laura, I loved Onward.
Me too.
Loved Onward. It was so good.
The characters are great. Merchant for that was great.
Did I miss the important part yet? No, not yet. We're
just in
there.
time. Buckle up.
Yeah. Onward, Soul, and Luca were good. Yeah, like I love Soul. I actually haven't seen Luca. I want to see it. I have never seen it. I heard it's amazing.
That's one of those things I probably watch at home. There's a lot of things on Disney Plus. Actually, like I'm not watching that, and me and Elliot are just crying on the couch.
You and Elliot mess up some TV.
Yeah, we do. All right, going back into Zootopia. I just want to kind of hit on this. I know I'm kind of feel all over the place. We talked about, a new animatronic, a new ride going here. This is a video from D23 this last year where they showed a clip, and I just want to kind of drive a little bit more hype for Zootopia coming to Shanghai.
别说你不知道啊，今晚的演唱会可是夏奇阳的演唱会哦，夏奇阳哦。
Are you kidding?
I'm so excited.
I love that. I cannot wait for Zootopia. And just kind of going back into numbers on this one. That movie made over $1 billion, and it was the 8th highest grossing animated film of all time. A majority of that profit actually came from China. So it's really cool that they're putting this land in China. It's going to be huge.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Especially with all the animal characters. I feel like it's perfect for that.
Yeah, I just like the way that they really made the city look like Zootopia. Like when she goes in and gets her police job and everything. It's just really cool.
And even though all of this is coming out, I still have no idea what the ride experience is going to be.
Same. I couldn't tell you what it is, literally.
But I'm excited for that. The vehicle almost looks like an Indiana Jones style truck. So hopefully it's a fast moving ride. That'd be awesome. Let's hit the chat on this one. I like this one. Luca is so good. Warning, watching Luca will make you want to book a trip to Italy ASAP.
Yes.
Down for that. Here we go from 415 Faithful.
I think Disney's just lazy to come up with creative ideas and sabotage their original ideas with lack of marketing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's a weird time right now. Here we go from Jennifer. What's up, Jennifer? Thanks for being here.
I love Encanto so much, but as a Hamilton stan, all I hear is the similarities between some Encanto songs and Hamilton songs. Yeah.
It's definitely got the same cadence. Mm-hmm. He figured out the recipe for it. Whoa, that looks crazy. Yeah, it does. That looks incredible. I can't wait to see what it looks like in person. That's the video that was shown at D23. Yeah. That looks straight out of the movie. 100%. I love this huge animatronic style that they're building for these characters. Between this and the Beauty and the Beast stuff that they had to go to Tokyo Disneyland, the level is just constantly being risen. It's crazy.
And I don't mind the screen faces, but after you see the video of Belle from Beauty and the Beast at Tokyo ride, or the new Elsa animatronic where it's not a screen, it's like facial movements. It's just really, really exciting to see where Walt Disney Imagineering is headed when it comes to animatronics.
And just seeing the amount of money that they spent on like animatronics like that, I'm going to bet my bottom dollar, just like Annie, that this is going to be cloned somewhere else. Like, it has to be, right? You don't spend that much money and be like, we're not going to. It's just for them. Like, I have a feeling this has Animal Kingdom written all over it, or somewhere at Walt Disney World.
Yeah. Rudio, the only Disney animated film to get recognized by the Academy this year, was Turning Red.
That's actually pretty awesome that was the one. That's cool.
Jen, just know I'm always watching, but not in the chat often. Love you guys. Oh, thank you.
I'm always watching.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jennifer. You're awesome. All right, so that's talking about these movies that are coming out. All of it is kind of funneling like new things and new experiences going into Disneyland parks around the world. And I'm super excited. I think the last one we didn't mention make a graphic for was Inside Out 2. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. Let's get into the main topic. You want to go a little hot take right now and kind of break it up before we go into it? Or should we go this into the hot take?
Whatever you want.
Let's go into this first, then the hot take. Perfect. Might give us a better transition. Let's talk about the news that dropped today. About the port of San Fransokyo coming over to Disney's California Adventure.
I'm really excited about this. And like I've said this before, I'm not the Disney Parks fan that is so tied to something that if it changes, I'm going to have a meltdown about it. At the end of the day, it's a food court. And I know people have memories in there, but it's a food court. It needed some TLC. This is really, really cool. The Baymax meet and greet's going to be cool. And the concept art is awesome. And the fact that it's going to be happening this summer, so close. But honestly, not a lot has changed. Like, if you really look at it, there's not a lot that changed. So, like, all this, like, uproar of, like, oh my God, it's like, it's not that serious.
For me, when I look at this, is just another step further of getting rid of DCA 1.0. This is like one of the last little areas in this part of the park that hadn't been touched. So I'm cool with this. Like a little bit of theming, throw in some IP. It seems for the most part that you're going to keep all the exact same restaurants in that area. It's just getting rethemed. Think about like Pixar Pier with this. Same type of thing. Instead of the random hot dog stand, you have Angry Dogs.
Yeah.
And, you have the ice cream store that was there forever. Now it's the Abominable Snowman treat. I think it's that type of thing that we're going to be seeing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. And I'm not trying to, like, diss on anybody that was, like, sad. Like, you're allowed to be sad over it, but I think that, like, at least on Twitter, people were, like, losing their minds about it. And it's, like, in the grand scheme of things, this isn't that big of a change. It's kind of like a redress, if you will, with a meet and greet and just some spruced upness.
I think from your perspective it is, but again, being Filipino, being Hapa, to see inclusions, Asian Pacific Islander inclusion within Disneyland, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is so cool. This is a small touch without giving me a Baymax ride. Like, if they would have done, like, we're going to give you a Baymax spinner ride, like, I would have been more disappointed than being able to have, like, a meet and greet or a location for this. And honestly, with Lunar New Year expanding basically out to this position this last year, like, look for this to be another hub for that. Like, I really believe having all these little touches, for me personally, it's huge. Like, my mom is stoked to go to this. Like, so pumped.
No, I think it's great. I think it's more inclusion, and it's great. I just but to my point, I just didn't think people needed to freak out as much as they did about it, because that food court was looking crusty. Like, they weren't really fixing anything. It was like all the paint was kind of like faded from the sun hitting it. Like, this is going to be a really great upgrade. And to Nick's point, Hapa representation, it's a big deal. And
then the other thing is like international park growth. Like, maybe Big Hero 6 is like an average movie here of like popularity. In Japan, it's massive. Like, Hero and Baymax are part of all the parades. They have merchandise everywhere. They have a ride. There's like so much more to it in that inclusion that it's going to be huge. I really do believe so. Yes, it's a food court at the end of the day, but there's some theming to it. And I might spend a little bit more time there. I mean, since this area has opened, what changes have really come? It went from a tortilla factory to a bread factory. We got a makeshift beer cart that hasn't looked like a permanent home since it got there. Like, we got birria tacos. They're keeping those birria tacos. Yeah. Like, it's just plussing up the area.
Yeah, it's like, it's something, to Nick's point, it's bigger picture and it's more representation, and it's that's why it's important. That's why the title of this is why it is, and so it's so important that it's coming to Disneyland. Like, it's a big deal.
I just want to hit on this because, one, he's one of my favorite people in the world, but this tweet really stuck out to me, and I wanted to share it with everyone and just kind of talk about like a tally and keeping an area of what has come to Disneyland in the last couple of years. So our guy Chelton wrote this, and I just want to read this out. I'm just happy/excited to have more Asian and Pacific Islander stuff in the parks. Main Street Electrical played with Moana, Mulan, and Raya added. Moana and Gramatala played at the pivotal role of Wondrous Journeys and in World of Color 1. Magic Happens is coming back with my favorite float unit, Moana and Maui, in San Fransokyo Square. Like, this is what I'm talking about. It's so cool. I remember for years it was like, well, they got the pork belly for about four weeks. It's like, now we have something that's stable and positive, and like, I feel like all these little benchmarks of meet and greet, adding a show, all of this with popularity could work up towards attractions. So I think it's great. Let's get back into that. Sorry. I wanted to share that. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I lost track of where we are in the chat. Sorry. Oh, here we go. From
Baymax meet and greet is the best thing ever. It's impossible to be sad after giving Baymax a hug and a fist bump.
Right. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And his job is like to take care of you guys. Like, that's his job. LOL, it's Twitter. Everyone's freaking out.
Yeah, I think like obviously everybody on Twitter freaks out, but like to Nick's point, I think people don't understand how much more this means, especially to AAPI. You know what I mean? Like, it's more than just a redress of a food court. It's more representation, and to Chelton's tweet as well, it's like, it means a lot to people. So I think that's forgotten a lot, specifically on Twitter, when people just complain about something like, oh my God, I'm not going to get da-da-da-da-da. It's like, but there's a bigger play here.
100%. The Entertainment Connection. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. It's going to go great with the Palace of Fine Arts across the way. Not sure where that is. Is there something I don't know about there?
I don't know.
Hit me up on there. I want to know what that is. I'm down for a new Big Hero 6 movie. That would be awesome. Get Fallout Boy in there again, please.
Yes, you hung out with a Fallout Boy. I was so
yeah,
jealous.
I didn't want to like name drop or anything, but I saw Pete Wentz at the Super Nintendo World opening, and like, poor guy. I feel I must be one of the old people because everyone's like, "Who's that guy?" I'm like, "What?" I went over to him and he was with his kids, and they were super stoked for Super Nintendo World. But I asked him, like, "Are you excited about Big Hero 6 coming?" He's like, "I cannot wait to show my kids." Like, how cool is that?
Dude.
That's going to be so cool.
Fallout Boy, GTFO, we're seeing them at the SoFi Stadium. I'm so excited. I love Fallout Boy. Mm-hmm. He's the best.
King B, what's up, man? Thanks for being
up?
here. Appreciate you. I like this one. Japanese Hawaiian here. I'm all for it. I knew I liked you. That's amazing. Here we go from Liz Ash.
Baymax gets a boost from the fireworks show too, but I've always loved Baymax. Yeah, Baymax is the best. We have a we have a Baymax right here from actual Tokyo Disney Sea that we bought.
Yeah, love that. Here we go from Yuri.
I'd be down for a new Incredibles movie with all the kids grown up. That would be cool.
I want an Incredibles movie that's only about Frozone and his wife. That's what I want.
Yes.
The kids are cool though. I like Dash. Dash is one of my the first Incredible Dash's like story of him like figuring out his powers to like mastering it is like some of the best filmmaking. I love that scene. Mm-hmm. I get like teary. I don't know why. Here we go.
Yes, AAPI rep. The changes also make the imagination grow. Yes.
Yes. Thank you. That's so true. And for us, like being Disney adults and seeing it, we're like, yay. But imagine like the kids growing up with this and what that is gonna do. Like, that's incredible. It's so cool. Here we go from Corey.
I can't wait to see how the bridge looks. It's going to really draw more people into the area. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I love DCA. Don't get mad. I love DCA more than Disneyland. Sorry. And I'm so pumped about this change. Like, everything that they do to DCA is just making it better.
I agree with that. 100%. Like, things should be changing and evolving. And I don't know. For me, I just want to see more inclusion. So, it's good. We in this.
Down with it, but Carl Strauss truck going away is hard to see. Ah.
I will say, reading the article, there was a kind of a point that stuck out to me. So this is actually going to be like the beer area right next to Cocina Cucamonga. But it just kind of looks like a stand in here, but I really wanted to read this from Disney's Parks blog about this, and this really stuck out to me. Sorry, guys. The new port of San Fransokyo draws inspiration from the tri-culture influence with signage in English, Japanese, and Spanish. Outside, it will be a fun and inviting beer garden decorated with lights. So it's not just a stand. They're really going to make this like a beer garden. I love Karl Strauss, but that felt like such like a, just put that over there. And if we have a home where we can have light and really sit down and kind of unwind, I think this is now going to be the new turn-up zone right across from Baymax. So go over here and get a couple cervezas. Go see Baymax.
Yes.
So yeah, keep going.
Totally agree that the updates are needed and necessary, but can San Fransokyo have a tortilla factory?
I like that, actually. We should.
This area is in no way original to what it was when DCA opened. It has changed countless times over the years with DCA 1.0 and DCA 2.0. I think Port of San Fransokyo is going to be a fun pop of theming.
Yeah. And if you go rewatch Big Hero 6, the actual market street that's like San Francisco is called Port of San Fransokyo. So like this isn't just like a weird creative like what's a cool name that can kind of work? Looking at you, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It's like an actual place. I want to be the person who's in those meetings like, how do we come up with a sweet new name?
Yeah, I know. But will San Fransokyo have adobo there? Oh!
I hope so. Like, one thing I was kind of bummed on seeing was, like, the restaurants weren't really changing. I know that the Lucky Fortune, or what is it? Lucky Fortune?
Lucky 8 Fortune Eatery or something?
Yeah, it's gonna get rebranded. I've heard to, like, a Lucky Cat type cafe, which is kind of cool. It, like, runs in with Japan. I hope that we bring some of the food that we had seen at like Lunar New Year the last couple of years, have like a permanent home for that in that area.
Like like to his point, the adobo, that should be like a year-round thing.
Yeah,
it's so popular.
But adobo wasn't on the thing this year. Remember we were trying to find it?
Oh my god, wait, you're right.
It wasn't on it, so hopefully.
I'm all for this. I love turning it into a place that means something to people. I wish they would be spending more money on it. Just don't take away my frozen margaritas.
I love
I'm so excited to have Baymax at the park. We'll probably ugly cry when I finally get to do the meet and greet. Being Asian American, I'm definitely excited to see representation there aside from one thing.
Say it, Julie. That's awesome. That's so cool.
I know people love large immersive lands, but I really think there's something to be said for these little mini lands and the detail they can bring. Look at Fantasy Fair. So much detail.
You're so right. Like, the first time I went to Fantasyland at Magic Kingdom, all anyone could talk about is like, have you been by the bathrooms yet? Have you seen the Rapunzel bathroom?
Oh, yeah.
It's this weird pocket because it's done so well. It's like legendary. And I feel like there should be more of that stuff. That's like what Disneyland is after all, right?
Mm-hmm. Palace of the Fine Arts is the aerial building. Oh, okay. I was like, what is that?
You're incredible. Thank you.
Dude,
that's what it was in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Ah,
Hi.
guys. Hello, I'm Nick. Nice to meet you.
Dude, I ran into Pete Wentz at the MGM in Vegas and no one was recognizing him either. Ha, nice guy though. I ran into Pete Wentz like 10 years ago at LA Live and I didn't have anything for him to sign, so I grabbed a business card and a pen and I think I still...
That's incredible.
I'm like arguably the world's biggest Fall Out Boy fan though. That's the dome... Oh, okay, got it.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. It's always been Whoopi Goldberg's home to me.
If you hug Baymax after drinking, do you become sober?
Oh my gosh, yes! You look a little frazzled.
Turn up zone. Great placemaking by Walt Disney Imagineering. Well done. Yes. Am I the only one that thinks San Fransokyo sounds like a water park? like Sokyo?
I get that.
That's funny.
That's really funny.
What up, Nick Junebug? Awesome.
West Coasters. Kelsey. Kelsey is my sister.
Oh, what up?
What up? I got the whole
Molly's
band.
sister?
Thank you for being here. That's so cool. Okay, so going on to the last little bit for this, we'll just kind of wrap this up. So this is going to be the meet and greet. This is where the Karl Strauss truck was before. There's some theming into this. If you look at the signage, it says tech, salvage, and repair. It also has something for like a battle bots, which I really like. The first thing I thought of, like, if you're going to bring Big Hero 6 and Baymax, like, how do I join the robot fight club? Like, I want to bring my robot. Right? Mm-hmm. Could you imagine bringing your Galaxy's Edge droid to go over there and fight? That'd be so cool.
I've never met Baymax before. I'm like really excited about it.
It was insane. Like the line to go meet him in Japan was like insane.
Yeah,
so I finally get to do it.
Yeah, we like could not do it in Japan. It was like, and also we were there for the first time and like didn't really know a lot about the park, so we missed some of the meet and greets. But yeah, we definitely need to meet him at DCA.
That's so cool. I'm very excited for this. A permanent home. And the article also, even it says Baymax, it says Baymax and Friends. So that'd be cool to be able to get Hero and other characters from Big Hero 6 in there eventually down the road. How do we get, like, the T.J. Miller character there? Amanda, please. He used to meet and greet in Epcot, and it was the best.
Oh my, where in Epcot?
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Was it in, like, Japan, or?
I would assume,
yeah.
Right?
Liz says the line was insane back in the day at Disneyland too. I mean, everyone loves him.
Yeah.
He's popular.
Like, these are special types of meet and greets. I would imagine this is going to be a non-stop line permanently. So it's like if you want to go meet him, you have to get there bright and early, or maybe be one of the last people at night.
Yeah, so a lot of new things are kind of coming in within all theme parks right now, whether it's Disney 100, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway coming here, all the new shows, Tron over at Magic Kingdom, Super Nintendo World. There's just so much kind of happening right now. And I just really want to say, like, we've seen so much coming in, and there's been a really positive note to a lot of things and a real negative note. And I think this is kind of a good transition into your little rant.
Oh my God, I don't know if I want to go on about it anymore.
Oh, perfect. She backed out.
Oh, man.
Oh, here we go from Rhonda. Nick, what's with Fight Club?
Fight Clubs. I mean, the first rule is what?
Can't say it.
So funny.
You don't talk about Fight Club outside of Fight Club.
I've never seen Fight Club.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So bad. By the way, I feel like we had so many new people in the chat tonight. Thank you so much, like, for being here. We really hope that you liked your first Mouse Vibes Mondays live stream. And thanks for, like, speaking up in the chat. It was awesome. Like, so many new names that we'd never seen before. So it was really cool.
Oh, I love that, guys. Thank you so much. Here we go from Kidder.
Baymax was in one of those old Communicore buildings. He was so fun to meet. It seems like when you touch him, like, is he soft? Like a balloon vibe? Like, what does he feel like, you know?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
I know. I'm really excited.
We only have to wait till summer, so it's a quick turnaround. The land is also going to be open during that time as well. Just the bridge is closed down, so you can, if you still want to go over there and get food, you can do that. It's going to be a quick turnaround. Hit this one from Carlos right here. This is a good one.
From where? Oh. This will be a great hub for Lunar New Year. Maybe permanently retheme Paradise Garden Park to Coco or Encanto. Oh my gosh, Carlos, I've been saying that forever. We need to have that whole area back there be Coco. I feel like it's like there's like an identity crisis back there. Like Goofy Sky School doesn't make sense. Paradise Gardens doesn't make sense. It's just kind of like a mishmash. I think that would be an awesome retheme.
Yeah, I think really it's like Paradise Gardens, the Painted Ladies, which is like the area next to like Ariel by the bathrooms right there. That's still like DCA 1.0. So once those kind of things are changing, that really is the end of it in that area.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it still blows my mind that Southern California, which is predominantly Hispanic, that Coco isn't represented more at the park aside from around Halloween. It's like
blows my mind on the missed opportunity.
It's like we have the Viva Navidad for Christmas, and then we have Coco coming out for I think Halloween or Day of the Dead or whatever. But like the fact that there's not a 24/365 Coco attraction or something of Coco is like very odd to me.
I know. Makes sense here. I don't want it in any other park either. I want a DCA. Maybe Callum will be there too for Oogie Boogie Bash. That would be great. He's the villain in
Oh
Big
yeah.
Hero.
Oh yeah. He's scary.
He is scary.
Yeah.
And he's a ruthless teacher. Here we go from Amanda, please.
The whole area is under construction, but it was next to the old Club Cool. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Cool. That's
Epcot has
awesome.
been under construction forever. Every time we go, it's like everything's just behind a wall.
Oh, this is a good one from you, from Laura. Here we go.
We are headed to DCA at the end of March for our first food and wine. Any suggestions?
Yes. If you're going to be there and you're specifically doing that, get the Sip and Savor Pass. That's rule number one. Also, there's going to be, what's the California Brews? Is that the booth, the beer one I really like?
Yeah.
That one's really good. A lot of fresh avocado. I haven't really seen any of the menu or know what's going to go out there, so.
Laura, they haven't released the new menus, but I would assume, like every year, a lot of stuff comes back. My favorite booth last year was it was like Agua Caliente or like the caliente one. I had this spicy pineapple paloma, and it was amazing. But we will be at Food and Wine, and we will be doing videos from there with suggestions. So I don't have any right now since the menu hasn't gone out, but it's so much fun.
Look for like a couple things to be like really unique and like Instagram worthy. I think like last year they had like a guacamole popsicle or avocado popsicle that was really good. They always have like weird snacks that they test out, but you're gonna have the best time.
The Beyond Meat guacamole burger is always really good. I mean, Food and Wine Festival is like fire. The drinks are really, really good. We're actually doing a tasting cocktail seminar as well, so I'm really excited about that.
That's gonna be so fun. We in this? We in this. Oh, Danny, he feels like an inner tube.
Okay. That's what I was like. How does he feel?
Rule number 1.
Don't talk about Bean Club. Humpty Dumpty is in Puss in Boots.
Oh, this is a good one for you, Ash.
Sorry, Fabiola. Oh, Ashley, 100% agree with you. A Coco or Encanto ride would be awesome. I would definitely give them props for bringing banda and more Mexican food in DCA. Thank you, Yoli, for being here. I agree. It's just like Southern California. I don't know the statistics, but I think it's like 75% Hispanic, and these kids and families that need to go to the park, they need more representation year round. It only makes sense, especially in Southern California. I say this every live, it just blows my mind. And with how successful Coco was as a film, they wouldn't lose money.
No, it'd be a draw too. The same way that people come here for like Nightmare Before Christmas, like we're like the only park that does it besides Japan. You have to come here to see it. And I think that's the same type of thing. Like, get people to come here. It's cool that they have representation within like the Mexico Pavilion, but I want to see it here in California.
Yeah, it makes more sense in California. Yuri, will you both be heading down to Disney World this year? Yes, we usually do one trip a year. We're not sure. We might end up having to do 2 trips because we want to go out for Halloween Horror Nights and also do Walt Disney World. And it's hard to do everything in a week's time. But we will be going out to Florida. We're just not sure when. Laura, I can't wait to watch your video of Food and Wine. Also, Laura, if you scroll down in our Theme Park Vibes playlist, go check out, we did 2 Food and Wine videos last year. Go check it out. Just to try to get yourself prepped for the Food and Wine, because a lot of the food will be the same, but go watch those videos.
Yeah, you'll have a lot of fun with those.
Your Food and Wine video last year was so good. Thank you.
Thank you. That was so fun.
Oh, I can't wait to see your Food and Wine Festival vlogs when it's
time.
time.
Okay, you guys are making me feel good about this. I get kind of self-conscious. Like, do people want to just watch me eat food and just be like, yeah, that was great? I guess so. So we're going to do that again.
Pro tip for Food and Wine Festival. Get litty. Okay. That's not a litty. Wait, no, this is a litty noise.
Oh, that's not.
Oh, wait.
We're about to turn up.
I love that.
Larry Live, can I just give you 2 a shout out? Mouse Vibes, awesome. Keep up the great content.
Thank you so much, Larry.
Thank you.
That's really sweet.
That means a lot.
That's really cool. By the way, I have this sound effect. If anyone hasn't seen our Super Nintendo World video, go watch that. Peter crushes it so hard. I saw that again. So good. Go for it, Ash.
Oh yeah, with his green glasses that come down. Besides Luigi and the Rupert, Megan, and Last of Us houses, what do you want to see at HHN? No more Michael Myers, please. Ooh, Matt! HHN Hollywood. I'm excited for the Chucky house. I want to see Megan. I don't care. Like, Michael Myers, I feel like he's going to be around every year because he is the, OG boogeyman. But I'm trying to think of, what I want to see. What do you want to see, babe, at HHN?
I want to see another Netflix thing go back there. I'm probably the only person who cares about this, but I want to see Stranger Things in there. The last season was so good, and we're getting, a transition to it. I would love to see them really wrap that up there. What else? I would love to see a Scream house. If you can't do, the newest movie, bring back Stu's house and just give that walk around from the first one. That would be so cool.
I would love to see a Last of Us house. I feel like the zombies in there are really scary from what I've seen on TV. I feel like that would be really great, and it had such a big impact on so many people on HBO Max. And I'm trying to think of I've been thinking about this nonstop too, and now I can't. I really want the Universal Horror Hotel to come back. That was one of my favorite mazes or houses last year. I would love to see that, but a Scream house would be sick because it's such an important IP, and there's a new movie coming out next month, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one that there was a movie that Evil Dead? Is that the other one that we had seen the trailer for?
Oh, yeah.
That looks really good too.
Or Barbarian House.
Oh no!
Oh!
I can't.
Oh God! I would
no.
shiz. I would shiz my pants.
I don't think that house, like, it's a really creepy idea, but I imagine that house being like very like black curtains and long hallways of like.
It would be like dirty hallways.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I want to see a Megan H. Same. I want to see that too. Yes, food videos are always the best. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, Stranger Things. I want Warner Brothers Studios to bring back their horror event. Me too. I watched it online because they didn't have it last year, and I would always watch everybody's videos before we started doing haunted stuff, and it looked so good. Like the nurse jump scare, or not the nurse, the nun jump scare with the frame. NF, I also love seeing you, Just Ask Danny, and Ordinary Adventures, and I am Chris Rogers, Super Nintendo World vlog. So fun.
Thanks.
It is fun. It's like, that's also the best thing about like new lands. It's like experiencing it with your friends and like when all of us just get to be together. And it was actually our first time like actually hanging out with Chris Rogers. And he's like so kind, so sweet. We had such a fun day.
He's so sweet. I feel like all those days when we run into everyone, it's like so hectic. So we never have time to kick it. Like outside of the theme parks, like Danny and Peter and Kitch are like they're friends that we talk to like every single day. So like I love being able to spend time where we're not doing like updates. We're like we just enjoyed the land together.
Yeah,
and I think that was Danny's first time going in. So to kind of see his eyes on it and ask him questions is really fun.
Mm-hmm. A Shining House would be so scary.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I think a Barbarian House would be sick because I feel like that movie had such an impact on everyone this year, and the marketing behind the movie was like so insane. I feel like that would be awesome.
I love this from Jennifer. HHN Talk. Jennifer has entered the chat.
Yes, I'm so excited. It's like now that like even though I'm still scared, you guys know that, but that's why I just have a shot of tequila before all of the horror stuff. I'm so excited. Like it's like so fun. Like I had such a good time last year speculating with all of you guys.
Totally.
And like Nick Witten did like bi-weekly or bi-monthly updates of HHN Hollywood, and like it was just really exciting. And like I remember we did like a huge live last year, and oh my God, it popped off. Everyone was like talking about it.
It's going to be here in Universal Studios Hollywood. The HHN updates are going to be difficult this year. I'm just going to tell you, like, the Curious George parking lot, they made a huge investment of, like, basically putting metal sheets across all the openings so you cannot see what's going on that parking lot, and you cannot, like, see the progress of the houses going up. So it's going to be different this year for sure.
Yeah. Angelia Lizama, I just discovered Mouse Vibes and Ordinary Adventures this year and literally cannot stop watching all of your guys' videos. I love you all. Oh my God, yay! I'm so happy you found us. Thanks for being here.
That makes me so happy. That's really cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Island, Mouse Vibes, hope you're both doing well. Thank you.
Island.
A U house, but it's based on season 4, so it'll basically be a nap room forever. I gave up. Season 4 of You is so disappointing, and I'm all for Penn Badgley respecting his marriage. Homie, you were married the whole time through all the seasons, and now all of a sudden the last season, you don't want any sexy scenes. It's just like stupid. The season is atrocious. It's boring. The lead girl is boring. All of it's boring. I hate it. Sorry. It's a snooze fest. It just like ruined everything.
Here you go from Jennifer.
I want another Universal Monsters made, but only with Phantom, Creature, and Invisible Man. Let Drac, Frankenstein, Mummy, and Wolfman sleep. Ooh, girl, yes, that sounds awesome. Like Invisible Man sounds scary.
It's just like an empty maze. He's in there. You just can't see him.
Oh my God.
I like that a lot, actually. The Phantom would be crazy. No, I feel that. Like, every year they try to hit on these homes. Which one of these original monsters, like Universal Monsters, has not had their own house yet? Because I know this last year they made it a point, like, the Mummy was the first time that he's with Dracula and Frankenstein. And that was something they really wanted to push. So, what is something along those lines you'd like to see?
Oof. I think Phantom would be really, really cool.
I think so, too.
That would be scary. Like, that Phantom, that is shocking looking, and I feel like the way the aesthetic of the house could be, like an opera type of thing, would be really, really scary.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I don't know how they would get people back there, but, like, the Little Europe portion of the studio tour, like, how do we make that a walk around thing for HHN?
Yeah.
Like where all those movies were shot. Like that would be really cool.
Just like I want HHN and Grinchmas to expand, and I want to be able to walk the lower lot more. Like there's so much potential down there, to Nick's point, like in Little Europe, like do more down there.
I feel like the lower lot, especially New York section, has just been like really maintained and held down by American Ninja Warrior. Like, I don't know. Every time they're like American Ninja Warrior, I'm like, well, I don't get to see Back to the Future because this guy's running and trying to beat a time.
Oh my god! I know we never get to see the Back to the Future. It's like ever. It's so funny.
I don't know if you know Doc Brown, but he's famous for saying "out of time." We shouldn't have that.
Oh my god.
Here we go from Carlos.
If you guys like Barbarian, go watch Skinamarink. Ooh, yes.
I mean, I like the idea of Barbarian. I watched it like this. It was so crazy.
We were so scared. It was so scary. It like took that turn where I was like, what are we watching? This is gnarly. It was so good.
Here's a good one for you too, Ash.
Yes, I love you guys merging with other influencers.
You know, I think that's like something important to share. I know like we all make videos and stuff, but a lot of the time it's all the stuff that we weren't putting on camera of like interacting with people, or like grabbing a drink for a little bit or hanging out. And like to me, after doing this for like a couple of years, like that's more interesting to me sometimes than like going and be like, we're going to cover the exact same thing that everyone else is doing. So I think it's cool. And now doing it too, like we've made like friends and it's cool.
Yeah. It's nice. I feel like when you want to do anything the best, you got to have good people with you.
Totally.
And we've been able to meet like the most lovely content creators and influencers and make really good friendships and just like kind, great vibes. And it means a lot to Nick and I because, you know, making content's not easy. Not that it's like super hard, but it's like, you know, you get defeated and like we're a 2-person team. I still work full time. So it's like there's a lot of moving parts, and to like being able to talk to our friends or like, you know what I mean? Exchange stories or vent or whatever. It's like, it means a lot.
Or like at the same time, enjoy it. Like it's not just like, oh, rush, upload. It's like, let's hang out for a moment and soak it in. Like that's my favorite part about it. It's like being able to be a nerd and talk about nerd stuff with my friends.
I watch a bunch of different vloggers, and it's funny with Disney, you can all cover the same event, and I enjoy all the different takes.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool.
I know, we always get worried. We're like, are people going to care if we're the like 50 millionth person to cover food and wine? But like the chat tonight made me feel like you guys are watching it for our perspective and the way we storytell, and that's why you watch, you know, different vloggers. So that's cool.
That is cool. And we try to make it a point of like putting a creative spin on it. Like we're going to a theme park. It's all about like imagination and magic and pushing the boundaries. And I feel like I really want to make a point to do that with our content and not just put something out.
What up, Juan? Yes.
Ooh, Juan and Selena are here. What's up, guys?
Have you all seen Hereditary? That movie was like crazy.
Yeah, I slept on the couch for a week.
That was a crazy movie.
All right. I think that's going to kind of wrap up everything tonight. If you guys have any other questions or want to throw anything in there, this is the time to do it. Like I said, we're going to have a bunch of different videos coming out. On Wednesday, we're going to wrap up our Paris section. So it'll be a Paris vlog, and simultaneously going with that is our Patreon Paris vlog as well. So Wednesday, you'll have a double feature. And then Thursday and Friday, we're going to try to push out our Buena Park stuff, going right into Magic Happens.
Yeah, we'll have the brand new Patreon video out this week, and we're starting to do 2 Patreon videos per month instead of just 1. So it's been really exciting. It's a bunch of outtakes and really fun clips from our Europe trip. So yeah, check out our Patreon if you want some bonus content, and then we will have another Paris vlog come out and our Buena Park stuff.
Super stoked for it. Thank you guys for hanging out. It really means a lot. Ben just got in here, so I want to read Ben's stuff. But yeah, hold on.
What's up, fam? Had to delay my trip this month due to a bad ankle injury. No, just wanted to stop by and say when I do go back this summer, I will be in my Kevin Durant Suns jersey instead.
Ben is always on point, repping Phoenix and the Suns. I'm just upset you didn't mention the Lamplight Lounge in your post, Ben. So we got to go there and hang out, man. I'm glad that I was really psyched to see what Phoenix had to offer this year. That's so cool for you guys.
Watching your videos is like we're hanging out with good friends. Your videos bring our family a lot of joy.
That is incredible. Like,
Jeez.
our perspective on the camera is like the vision of everyone else. Like, we want to make it feel like you're hanging out.
Yeah. Can't wait to see the new videos. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Thanks, guys.
You guys are one of the funniest to watch. My fiance and I religiously watch your videos. It helps that our personalities truly match both. Yeah, I always like... I'm a hot mess and it bleeds through the camera and I am who I am. So I'm glad that you get a kick out of it because...
We're having fun. We're able to show it. And thank you so much. Like, all these kind words are incredible. And, like, doing content creation, yeah, we have friends. And yeah, we're at the parks. It's a very... You spend a lot of time by yourself. Like,
yeah.
I'm in here like... Are they gonna like this? Are people gonna watch it? So it's cool to have this positive feedback.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch Skinamer. I don't want to get anxious. Oh my god, you guys!
I really appreciate it, guys. So that's gonna wrap up our Monday Live. Thank you so much. We'll be back next Monday and tune in for all those videos. Next Monday we're gonna talk about All of Magic Happen. So watch all the videos and come in with something awesome.
Yes, thanks, guys.
Take care, guys. Bye.